Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as I invite Sayyid Wajid Ali on stage. All yours.
Thank you so much. I used to be a broadcast journalist, but usually behind the camera, and now I'm in front of the camera. Bear with me. This journey started with a very simple question, which was again, it's a huge number. One of our colleagues who went to Israel with us noticed right there when she got out of the Ben Gurion airport that there was a Muslim praying in the street. That was the first thing that she noticed. So, and just like 2 days ago, President Herzog invited appointed Muslim judges quite recently to the Israelis. So the Muslim experience in Israel is not so known to Muslims outside of Israel. So the idea was to take Muslim leaders to Israel and have them experience what the land is, how the people are, which is quite different from the river to the sea without knowing what river and which sea. So we have now today invited a few of those people here. I'm going to invite my friends from Canada. They're journalists, senior journalists, and they've been writing about interfaith for a very, very, very long time. They went there and we're going to talk about how was their experience. So I'm going to invite Ahmed Naeem on the stage, please. Abed Nisar, my very good friend Hassan Mushba. He has a cult following, if you will, in Pakistan. He writes in Urdu, in Sindhi, in Punjabi, for various outlets, DW, BBC, Voice of America, you name it, he has been there. Then Sitara Nahi, if she could join us. She's also an activist from Bangladesh in Boston. So I'm going to start with, of course, ladies first. I'm going to start with
Hello?
Yes. Sitara, you went to Israel, and with your background, let's say Bangladesh, we all know there was another genocide that happened in the 70s. Did you have any sort of comparison going there?
Thank you very much to give me the opportunity to speak at this age audience. All my famous distinguished guests here. So I'm very much obliged. Also, I want to thankful to Amek, especially Anila Ali, a wise and courageous woman. Being moved forward to organize people to talk about women empowerment and anti-Semitism and hate. And thank you, and thanks for the organizing such a national conference on that. And the question Mr. Wajid asked me is really like, I don't know what to say, it is like nothing like that I have seen there in Israel when I was visiting. Is every people, number one, I would say that as Muslim women we visited, we went lot of like every Muslim communities and the places where Muslims live. Then we went there, we visited, we talked to them. I never seen nothing from them. They are happy, they are doing very well, their business, their work, everything. And I would say three things like Alaska Masjid and the Christian, the main Christian church, and also the Jewish the temple, everything in the same place, very close one by one. And they are doing so well together, no problem, no nothing, no like interruption, nothing. And in the Alaska mosque, as I heard, controlled by Jordanian Muslim. And they don't allow anyone to get in that Alaska Masjid. But you can go to Christian, anybody can go to the Christian church, Jewish temple also, but not in Alaska. But nobody is saying that for that. They are all okay with this.
Right.
They asked me the 14 times, are you Muslim? Are you Muslim? Are you Muslim? I have to show their passport and everything. But it's like very much like, so I really surprised and I really impressed.
Thank you so much for this. I'm going to move on to Hassan. Hassan, you're a senior journalist. You question almost everything. What did you question there when we landed in the building?
Since my childhood, I am intrigued by the passport of my country of origin. That's Sogar Islamic Republic of Pakistan. I will call it the Intelligence Republic of Afghanistan. So the last page of my passport says, valid for all countries in the world except Israel. So since my childhood, I was intrigued. I was saying, why not Israel? And this was, and even the interpretation of misinterpretation of one of the verse of Quranic verse that Jews and Christians are not your friend, I've been hearing since my childhood. So I really wanted to go to Israel, and I went to Israel. I'm still in Israel. My heart left there. Maybe in previous life I was a Jew. One Shabbat, my first night was the night of Shabbat in Israel, and before, after landing at the Ben Gurion airport, and I was just warmly received by even the immigration and the customs staff. I was warmly welcomed, though on a JFK, but not when as soon as I landed at the Ben Gurion airport, and everybody was, very friendly. And they asked him, a friend of mine who had a Pakistani passport, they said, do you need to stand? And again, this very day, I would like to dedicate to my friend, journalist friend, Imtiaz Mir in Pakistan. Do you know what happened to him? He visited Israel, and Imtiaz Mir was killed by a terrorist group, by state and non-state actors there. Merely on visiting Israel, you can be killed in Pakistan. So I dedicate this day to my friend Imtiaz Mir, the journalist, and I would request the United States or Israel, any place, any corner, any part should be named after Imtiaz Mir.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe in martyrdom, but here the martyrdom of Israeli-Pakistani relationship. So even recently I was in a convention, the convention on a diaspora. The diaspora was considered to be very relatively, secular people, but I was called on a stage for reciting my poetry, and there were slogans. We don't want him. We don't want him. It was the first time happened to the popular poet. his own community said, we don't want him. Why? He visited Israel. He's a Zionist agent. My own people. So I saw Israel. I saw Muslim more than Jews there. I saw Arab children playing with the Jewish children there in the streets of Jerusalem. And my bus driver, my bus who carried us to different places in Israel, he was playing a Quranic verse, understood, every Muslim, he was a Palestinian, and he was playing Quran on his bus. So, and the most persecuted people all were there, it's under the same group, the Ahmadi Muslims, the Baha'is, you name it, the Jews. I mean, what kind of a persecuting Israel and she, I would call the country she, and she gave shelter to everyone there.
Yes.
So this is, these are
Very
lives.
special. Yes. One thing that I did was to tell these participants, go with your biases. Don't go, I didn't say, listen, keep your mind open, let's talk, let's not. It was, keep your biases with you, go there and talk to people, see the land, see the people, then you don't have to agree with them. One of the people was Abid there. Abid, how was your experience?
Assalamu alaikum. I hope everyone can listen. Yeah, I'm happy that when I went over there, I did have some reservations going over there because belonging to Pakistan and traveling to Israel is a totally alien thing in that society. And I'm happy that my friend Wajid, he advised me, even if you have any biases carrying from home, I think you should go with all those biases and try to find answers over there. I really find people living over there, whether they were Muslims or Jews, living together. But I did find there were some biases on each side, which I believe that if we can raise this slogan anti-Semitism into anti-hatred, and doesn't mean whichever faith we profess, but we go against hatred, we go against injustices, we can create a society where the people can live together, all Muslims, Jews, Christians together. I'm happy that a lot of voices from churches, the bell rings, and also heard adhan coming from the mosque, as well as synagogue. We went over there on Shabbat. It was a wonderful experience. First time I found that the people, I think we are all human beings. In Surah Maida, Allah says, killing one innocent is killing whole humanity, whole mankind. And saving one person is saving the whole mankind. I believe even when Rabbi Harris was talking about to rise above, he was quoting a Quran surah, ayat from Surah Al Imran, that let's hold tight to the rope of Allah and go beyond the differences and recognize each other's rights, recognize each other as human beings, then I believe we can find a solution. Let's not talk about only, I think we should talk about anti-hatred, anti-racism, anti-religion, religious beliefs, and we should try to become human beings and save each other as human beings.
Thank you. Beautiful. Naeem, most of us didn't have that experience that he had at the Ben Gurion airport. You want to share?
Thank you, Wajid, for inviting me here and also taking me to the Israel. It's a once in a lifetime experience to go there because as a Pakistani, as Mustafa said, we can visit everywhere in the world, but not to Israel on Pakistani passports. But the Canadian passport gave me this opportunity to go there and visit everywhere. That was a great experience. And what is said at the airport, I don't know what they suspected me about, and they stopped me there and they questioned me for almost half an hour. And ultimately, obviously, I didn't have any past or any other intentions, so they let me go. That was a worrisome experience because we always learned that Jews suspect Pakistanis and all Muslims, but obviously, wherever you go, you have to go through security. So I don't take it as personal. It's routine things at every airport. So it's an experience that the other friends didn't go through. But I experienced it. But
So another experience that we had on that trip was a Palestinian and a Israeli Muslim and a Jew working together to, even after October 7th, they're still working together to bring peace, right?
yeah, right. Wherever I go, I met people and everyone was searching for peace, and their main concern was the security issues, and they are all worried about their safety and security, and they are all willing and they are all working for it.
Right, thank you so much. I'm gonna bring, because we're short of time, I'm gonna bring my next panel. Let me invite, thank you very much. Let me invite Anwar Wasti. He's a blogger from Pakistan, who lives in New York. He had, again, quite a following when he talks about New York politics, American politics, and then his travels. Tipu Chaudhary from Bangladesh, he's from Bangladesh, but he's also an activist, and I see that he does so many things that I didn't have time to speak. And then, of course, Sonali Thakur. Sonali lives in California. She is also an activist as well. She is originally from Sri Lanka. Welcome. And of course, I'm going to start with you, Sonali, first. I asked Sinara this question about genocide. You have seen in Sri Lanka all sort of the war that happened there. And you did mention in your testimony about comparing Sri Lankan background with what happened onwards to the center. So do you want to share that with the audience? Yes.
So in Sri Lanka, there was an ethnic conflict, and that was termed a genocide for a very, very, very long time, even today. It is. And there are inquiries being made on what happened even now. And they're, trying to unearth various things. Anyway, so, and I see this elsewhere on the planet as well, but how and why Israel gets...
Just Mike.
Oh. How and why Israel is being selected for this vilification is, has always been of concern and of interest to me. So even today, there are things going on in the world that can be termed genocides, especially if you're using that term on Israel. In Sri Lanka, we saw that happen, and to date, we are looking into, and both parties in that situation are living peaceably. So there is something behind the scenes that must be going on to make Israel the focus on the planet.
Thank you. We're going to move on to Tipu Chaudhary. We went to a bunch of places where you were enjoying each and every moment of that. I just wanted to let you speak about your experience.
Thank you, Wajid. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. I'd like to thank Farhana. She invited me, Mahidar, and Anila. Actually, I was super excited when I was invited, and then I asked one question myself. And recently, I just completed my editor book about that visit, and I did the name of the book. I asked me that first question.
That was spoiler alert, by the way.
Yeah, I was super spoiled over there. My question is, we all want to visit the Holy Land. And it is a burning desire, all of us. I asked myself, how pure have I kept my soul? To what extent have I been able to keep it free from religious fanaticism? That was my question to myself. And when I visited Israel, I wiped out everything from my what I learned before, from global media, or religious poison and political poison. And what I saw over there, I was super impressed. And I pointed something like that, the courtesy, the first one, the courtesy and respect, awareness of diversity, hope for connection, awareness for tension and sensitivity, anticipation of the rich culture. The first thing, when I think first day we went to things Jerusalem over there, and I saw the bus was driving, and there's the worker, he's working beside the highway. It's a sunny day, and I saw that he just started spraying on the pyramid, on the ground, and he started spraying. I was, what I just learned from our society, our religious leader, or like that. I was like, totally just speechless, and then what's going on here, and what I just learned, and people told me about the Israel. So then I just, day after day, I meet people, I talk to people, the community, all different people, and I found those people who was kicked out from all over the world, from their community, because of the political and the religious reasons. So then I realized that the Holy Land and those people, they're living over there, and out of that world, we're in the dark. So I'd like to invite my South, the question it was before I just received from you, the South Asian Muslim people, especially I'm from Bangladesh. I think people, they should visit Israel.
Yes.
And we did a lot of things. And one thing I'd like to add something because time is really short. From my book, there is something very little question here, and then I'd like to share with the audience here. That was, this is especially for the South Asian people and the global, the Muslim leaders. I think the Muslims, the ordinary people in South Asia, have learned much of what they know from history and from their global media. Now I believe they should relearn many things and open their minds for the sake of our generations. When politics falls into the crisis, it often uses the religious sentiments of ordinary people and the religious extremists to become a problem for those who seek a human and compassionate world. That's what we are witnessing.
Tipu, we have limited time.
Yeah, so I just finished that thing. I'd like to invite the global people and especially South Asian Muslim leaders. And last time I requested and I talked to all, I think that in the Israel, Jerusalem, I'd like to invite all global religious leaders, they should visit Israel. They should sit down over there for the generation of peace and
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One thing that was very obvious among all these Muslim leaders who went there, they wanted to go and see Masjid al-Aqsa. And obviously, in the mainstream, it's the thing that is the Israelis that control the place and the news that comes out, which is blaming Israel for almost everything happening there. But that was not obviously the case. Also, they realized, as Masjid Aqsa that they see in the picture is not that Dome of the Rock. Masjid Aqsa is the compound that's a bit far from the Dome of the Rock. But anyway, moving on. Wasi sir, how was your experience, if you want to share very quick?
Okay. I call my trip a journey to understand. Call my trip a journey to understanding. First of all, I would like to thank a few people very quickly, Mr. Wajid. I want to thank Imran Iqra for encouraging me to visit Israel. Also, I want to thank Anil Ali and Sayyid Wajid for welcoming me into their group. I go quickly my couple of points. First of all, the first time I knew there are 1.8 million Muslims living in Israel. Number two, there are Muslim code, women teaching
Yes.
sisters. That was also surprising for me.
Yeah, they were sworn in again.
All issues. Number three, the things where my heart began to change, October 7, place where this incident happened. We went to visit there. I also had the photographs there, saw the innocent people killed there, and a few hundred people was kidnapped. For this data, I made a video in Punjabi and published. They took a big chance to release in Pakistan. And I got very surprised. More than 100,000 people view the videos, and 40 to 60% have positive, negative comments. That was very encouraging. Then I went to the Poland, the concentration camp where I visited there, and this video reached more than 2 million views. And I believe if we keep visiting the areas, telling the people what it is exactly, will have positive impact.
Right, thank you. That is amazing to hear that you had such a positive response. Usually when you talk about Israel, you get your ass kicked. Yes. So I'm going to come back to, again, Sonali. Visiting hotel and then the Church of Police Africa. How profound it is for someone who comes from a Muslim background and sees that.
I don't come from a Muslim background.
Yes.
However,
Yes.
I don't come from a Muslim background. I was the outlier. However, I have grown up with lots of, in Srinagar growing up, you have Muslim friends,
Yeah.
Buddhist friends, Christian friends, all of them. I sat next to all of them in school growing up, except I just give you that background for a moment. But it was very profound for me to be in that space because it is historically that would be like the core of all values that rule the planet. And I keep saying the planet because it's even further than humans, right? So those values are integral to all of us. It's in our DNA. So it did impact me that way.
Thank you so much. Thank you all for your reflections. Moving on, you have. So you heard just a few of these participants who went to Israel. We have got many more. They are featured in this book that we're going to launch today. It's titled Go Jerusalem, The Witness Delegations, Truth, Faith, and October 7. Most of these accounts are post-October 7. of course, but it is now available on Amazon. You can look it up. Again, Go Jerusalem. It's on Amazon. Do look it up. Buy it for yourself, for your friends. Pass it on. Share this collection of testimonies of Muslim leaders who experienced the land, the people, and how it changed their perspectives. You just heard 3 of them, and how they are spreading the word ahead and getting not so negative responses anymore. Again, it is also, this special edition that I'm holding in my hand is available in the lunchroom after the afternoon, so you can buy it if you need to. So thank you very much, panelists. Thank you very much, everybody here.